All right, welcome to Weekend Sports Betting Tips. My name is John Santucci. Call me Tooch. I got my two buddies here with me, Anthony from Pounded Sports and Mr. Sean Higgs from Winning Three Picks.
Yes.
Good morning, fellas. Ready for some weekend sports wagering, football out the bum tonight, tomorrow. We got hockey in full action. NBA has started up.
Baseball
Anthony,
playoffs.
Baseball playoffs, man. What am I forgetting? We're going to go over some stuff, man. Taking all questions, and we are going to have go over and give out a few free picks, too. Let's get right into it, because Sean's got a show at 11 o'clock, Winning Free Picks on YouTube. You want to head over there right after this show.
Oh my God, a 45-minute show? That's it? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We killed 15 minutes before.
Yeah, I was going to say, we talked 15 minutes. I said we should have just started and then start talking. People watch.
We got number 14, Syracuse, at number 5, Clemson. One of the best matchups of the weekend. Man, I don't think I can pass up 14.5 points, Sean. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, and I wish I got
good.
I wish I got to 14.5 because I got a 12.5 and a 14 there. So I got early numbers bad. You know, I get early numbers. I'm not that I got a Syracuse under ticket. Yeah, that was a loser the third week of September. It went down. But the defense is real. They played Clemson tough, and Clemson has the last couple of games to kind of leave a team hanging around. So maybe we get most times like dogs to win outright. Here, I'm thinking that we're close enough. We're getting enough points. We kind of sneak in with that late number. So I'm going to try to keep my commentary to a minimum. I usually ramble out for 5 minutes. We got a lot of games to cover, though, a lot of sports.
Yeah, so you're liking, I know, right? We're liking the under and the points.
Yeah.
Anthony, Clemson, one of the top defenses in the country. Can they hold Syracuse and Garrett Schrader down 14.5?
I don't care. I don't care. I just got the under 51. That's all.
All right. You heard it here, man. Moving on to the next game, man. Texas, number 21, Texas. Given points on the road, number 11, Oklahoma State, and an over under a 60.5, expecting a lot of points. But Texas, Quinn Ewers and Bijan Robinson firing on all cylinders, and the Texas defense surprisingly good this year. Oklahoma State probably a little better defense. Anthony, any thoughts on Texas Oklahoma State? Big game.
Well, Oklahoma State's a huge public dog, and one thing I know about Oklahoma State, I've been playing the overs the past 2 weeks. Last week I needed overtime, but the cash regardless. I'm on Oklahoma State first half personal play, but I would not be surprised if this goes over 60.5. I mean, Oklahoma State, we went through the numbers, me and you, this morning, and they are a first half team. The second half, I know this because I watched the damn game and I've bet on these games. So the second half, their defense just is gassed. They can't play defense. So I'm not going to really touch the plus 5.5. I am going to touch the plus 3. Actually got plus 3.5 first half before the line moved first half. And I would lean the over.
Nice. Sean, Texas 5-2, Oklahoma State 5-1. Two pretty good teams.
Yeah, and this total kind of moved a little bit. It was like a 64-65 opener. It came down to it got into like 58-59. I think because they were worried about like wind out here in the Midwest. But yet the Oklahoma defense, as I said, fades away. Maybe they scored too fast. But was their quarterback a little banged up? Right, he had a kind of faltered the second half there. So I don't know if he's healthy. And Texas, let's be honest, they beat Alabama. They're the number one team. They're the number one team in the country, right? Okay, so they lost that crazy game against the Red Raiders. They were up 10, and then again, second half, it's kind of like, oh, we're winning, and teams, whatever. In a rivalry game, you can't do that. I like Texas here, believe it or not. I think this team is, and again, I hate jumping on Texas because it's like, are they really back? I don't know. Talent-wise, we're probably going to talk about LSU. They got the guys, right? I mean, so they should be able to beat. I like Texas. I just I'm a believer. I don't know why. Not because I'm down here. I just for everything I see, I think they're kind of underrated. In the spot. I mean, they're 21. I don't think they should be 21. And I'm not a big poll guy. I think they should be. I think these numbers should be flipped. Like last week, Oklahoma State was what? I lost that one because I had TCU and they opened at 3, went up to 4, 4.5. How the heck are you a number 5 at the time? I'm not buying. I'm not buying Oklahoma State being that good.
All right. Yeah. I mean, to me, I I think Texas is a better team too, man. Quinn Ewers and Bijan Robinson, man, the talent there. And then you got decent coaching, Steve Sarkisian and Oklahoma State. That'll be a great matchup. I just, man, this year I've been stung. I have an aversion to taking road favorites this season.
Listen, and this is a game who's real, who's not, right?
Yeah.
One's going to be a for real team. Okay, you're going to lose a tough one overtime somewhere. They both lost overtime road games, but that Bama game to me, I don't know. I think Texas is. We'll see.
Yeah, they were hung right with Alabama, man. Of course, Alabama coming off a loss. We'll talk about that next, a little bit later. A couple picks away. Pick for Texas, Oklahoma State first half +3. UCLA number 10 at number 9 Oregon, man. UCLA getting 6.5 in this one. Over under points are up there. Anthony, man. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, you gotta like what UCLA is doing there.
Yeah, I like UCLA in this game. I know 71% of the money is on UCLA, but I'm totally ignoring that. I'm not a fan of Bo Nix. Oregon's offense has been rolling since that one game that we faded Bo Nix. I think it was week 1.
Yeah,
but they're rolling. But you know what? I'm sold on this UCLA team. What they're doing in there is just doing a phenomenal job. And I'm on UCLA, but I can't take 69.5. I just can't do it. I'm having to lean the under. The total is a no bet for me, but I'm going to take UCLA +7. Maybe so even going to sprinkle the money line a bit on UCLA.
Man, I'll tell you, the trends point to the over. Over 4-0 in the Bruins' last 4 games. Except, Oregon coming off the bye, where the under is 6-0 in that game. So Anthony might have a point there. Over 5-0 in the Ducks' last 5 games on field turf, last 5 home games at home versus a team with a winning road record. Overs 5-0. Ducks 5-0 against the spread their last 5 home games. Something has to give, Sean. And I think you like the over, though. I heard a lot of.
Yep, that's a run up right for my little free pay for the video here. Be over. And okay, both teams on a bye, which is good. I mean, both these defenses are going to give up some points. Let's be honest. I mean, look at the scores here. I mean, we saw the Utah game, 42-32 there, 40-32 before that, 45-17. South Alabama put 31 up on these guys. I think Oregon will score. 49-22, 45-27, 44-41, 41-20. I mean, you see 40s, and even a 40-30 barely gets us to that 70-ish. I mean, but I think it's going to be a more wild one. I'm thinking like 47-40. I think both teams are going to move up and down. Maybe if you want to go first half under, maybe it starts out a little slow. If you're thinking that, I just think the defenses aren't going to be able to control these offenses, and it'll be the Chip Kelly Bowl. We know Chip doesn't like to play defense. He didn't play defense when he was with Oregon, but he can put up points, and now he's got a good quarterback. Square, it might be a square one. I'm not scared of the old days. 70.
It's 69.5, I think, as we're talking. No, it's 71 now.
You'd bet over. Like, you'd see this and be like, I got to bet the over, because you'd subconsciously be like, it's never getting there. You bet the under. Like 50 in the NFL in the 90s would be like, 50, I got to bet the over because everybody's going to just bet the under. No one's scoring 30 points in the NFL. So it's kind of like that 57 in NFL now. 6, like, wow, that's a big number. You see the 70s now, it's big, but I'm not scared. I'm going over it. I think both teams I think both score 40. I think closer to 80 than 70.
All right, right on, man.
Very possible.
But I like the money. Why not take a shot? You the money line. I mean, it's not like if this game's going to be an overtime game, or if they're in a shot, they're right there.
It's going to go back and forth, no doubt. I agree with you. Back and forth.
Yeah, I lean the points, man. I'll tell you, the money's all on public's all over UCLA. Though that's the thing.
71% of the money.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So play might be Oregon minus the points, but Sean's made it official. Take the over. I like this play, man. I'm probably going to get on this one. A tail on here. Let's get to the next one, man. This is Sean was just talking about Alabama here. Mississippi State, Alabama.
Yep. I'll lay it with Alabama here. The last couple times they played, I think it's 156-14 to score here, Alabama. Now, okay, well, Alabama's defense, they're not the same team. I don't care they're not the same team. They have destroyed these guys for years. I don't care if they're still better. They are still better. What does this guy say back? Oh, he
He
was
said,
good again. 06 with
Barroom.
who was Antoine Randall was a quarterback back then in 2006, or was that 1996? I haven't been going back to Antoine Randall.
Says they
Juice
had
Williams, yes,
Juice
Juice
Williams.
Williams.
Yep.
Yeah, but Bama, off a loss, I forget it. He's owned this team. He's owned them. I think it was 156-14 or 16, something ridiculous. It's not even close. I'll lay Alabama. I don't care. I'll square it up. Tied off a loss. State has not competed with them. I don't think they're competing now.
Yeah, coming off a loss, man, you got to.
And a loss. He cost the loss with this clock management again. So I think he's gonna take it out here. So I'll lay it Alabama. First half, whatever. 17,
I'm with you.
I know they'll juice up that first half line instead of a 8. You're probably laying a 14 or something, not the usual half the number. They definitely juiced up. But Bama.
Big home favorite, Anthony. Alabama. You've got to think. I mean, look, Alabama can run and they pass both. Probably equally, averaging, a pretty good over 200 yards rushing. They're going to pound Mississippi State into submission with their run game and hit the wide receivers with Bryce Young. 21 points at home. Nick Saban coming off a loss. Are you with the Crimson Tide, or are you going to take the Bulldogs?
Crimson Tide in 3 different ways. Mississippi State under team total, Bama first half and game. I'm actually going to buy the half point, some 20.5. Just in case they win by 21. But, I mean, Alabama, you better believe Nick Saban's opening a can of whoop ass in that locker room.
Yeah.
And they're going to make a statement. I mean, like you said earlier, if you look at the past results, they have destroyed Mississippi State. It's like Aaron Rodgers versus the Bears. Pretty bad.
I mean, so do you have the numbers right in front of you to look at them? Run off the scores.
I just know offhand. I just know year by year, Mississippi State, they just get their ass kicked every year in and year out.
Mississippi State hasn't won in the last 10 years. So
49-6
last year, right?
49-9, 41-0, 38-7, 24-0. Well, you had a 31-24 in there in 17.
Yeah.
51-3, 31-8. Come on.
I rest my case. I don't even have to look. That tells you I know this.
Close.
I don't even have to look. I already know. They destroy them. They owe them. I mean, I think Nick Saban sent out T-shirts to the other locker room and says, "Property of Alabama."
Every time I bet on Alabama just to cover something, they lose. But
they never cover.
I'm with you. They never cover for me either.
But today is a different.
Today
story.
I think is a different day. The gamblers' remorse. But today's
I
today,
agree
man.
with you there.
Right, Sean?
Well,
today's the
again,
day they're going to cover.
Like we said about like Texas Oklahoma, like who's who. I think we said last week too against like Penn State, Michigan. Like one of these teams is for real. Who's the for real team? Penn State put up 41 in Auburn. Like who's a real kind of team?
Yeah.
Like now we'll see. Is Alabama that bad where they're just bad on the road? Like is Tennessee that good?
Tennessee's that good.
Offensively, I think they're that good. But like where is that? Like the Alabama talk is. Oh, you almost got picked off in Texas. And they're bad. They do play close games on the road. I get it. But I don't think the demise of them being, this is the year. I mean, I can't. I just can't do it.
Can we talk real quick, a little Penn State, Minnesota?
Yeah.
I like Penn State, but, man, Minnesota has got really good numbers offensively and defense as far as ranking. But, again, they haven't played many good teams. Penn State has played a tough schedule. I like Penn State minus the points, but I don't know. I hate to go against Tanner Morgan. He had the concussion, but what are you guys thinking, Anthony? Real quick, Penn State, Minnesota.
I locked in Penn State on Wednesday -4.
All right.
That should tell you right then and there.
Sean.
I got a mini +9 and a mini +5.5
for on Minnesota.
On Minnesota. It's white out. I don't know. Minnesota could run the ball, and Penn State just gave up 400 yards. They gave up more rushing yards last week than they did in all the other previous games combined.
Yeah.
And Minnesota's got a back who could run the ball. They're going to want to run the ball.
Ibrahim, the guy to watch out for.
Even if it's close and it's a dogfight, I'm within a field goal. If it's a field goal game, I know it's like the whiteout night. Apparently, they're only 9-8 in their whiteout. So, and that's a straight up number. So, that hasn't really paid off dividends for them.
Right. I couldn't make a decision, so I laid off. But
I don't like anything more than 4. I think it could be a close game.
Yeah, I lean Penn State.
The lowest.
Yeah, that's why I'm like anything that close, I got to take the points on. I like Fleck. I've always liked Fleck. I like him as a coach.
Oh yeah, good coach, man. NFL action. Browns Ravens, man. Two teams that hate each other. Browns defense is terrible. One of the worst teams against the run. You got to expect the Ravens to pound the ball running. Ravens can't seem to hold a lead, Anthony. What the heck? But you got to think: are we going to see the Ravens that we're used to seeing eventually? Tomorrow, the day.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I think the Ravens open a can of whoop ass on them. Plain and simple. I don't think the Browns are mentally ready for this game. I mean, look what the Patriots did to them in Cleveland. They got kept it close in the first half, barely.
Yeah.
But second half they couldn't stop the run, and this is all this Ravens team does is run the ball. I think Lamar Jackson has a huge running game tomorrow, but I also think Nick Chubb has a great game too. I like the Ravens to cover the spread. Actually, I think they win by double digit and to go over 45.5.
The Ravens are a weird team this year, Sean. I mean, they lost a close one to the Bills. They won a close one. Yeah, they have played Buffalo, Cincinnati, the Giants, and New England their last 4, in Miami the last 5.
Yeah.
Pretty tough schedule for the Ravens. They only came out of that gauntlet 2-3. Now they get a little easier game against the Browns, but 6.5 points.
Yeah, I got Cleveland +6 here, and it's gone up. One, I looked at it as people are going to take the Baltimore like they just got to win by a touchdown. It's the Browns have lost 3 in a row, and I kind of I said last week. I said maybe take New England. It was like a 3. I'm like the Browns play these crazy games, and look at the scores of these games. Everything is right close games. They're a find a way to lose team. Now last week they got destroyed, but before that, I mean the Clipper game, I call them the Clippers, the Chargers, like they were going down the field and they missed a field goal at the end. The Falcon game, another 3-point game. The Jet game, a crazy ending. All crazy endings. I'm going to take the points because they play crazy games, and we've seen the Ravens play ridiculous games. I'll take the points in a ridiculous game where I got 2 defenses that don't know how to get off the field. I mean, give me the points.
Yeah, I think this game will be close.
Probably. How about an over? I mean, like I said, the defenses are a little wacky.
Definitely going to go over.
And right. I mean,
low number. I like the over in this one. Yeah, good. Probably better play.
38-15 last week. So this would be for me if Browns don't show up after 3 straight losses and they get like if it's something like 34-10, they really get blown out. Maybe Stefanski's on his way out that night. And I kind of like him as a coach. Maybe they'll be looking to change. Like, wow, 4 in a row, two blowouts straight. What's going on with this team?
I watched the Patriots Browns last week because the over was one of my top plays, and let me tell you, I was pissed off at halftime because of how low scoring was. But second half, they just broke the game open. But the Browns defense, the whole point of the reason I took it, and I had the Patriots money line, was the Browns defense is so injured. There's no Denzel Ward. There's no Jadeveon Clowney.
That guy's never healthy anyway. I mean,
yeah.
He's just a great name from South Carolina. That he hasn't been good in the NFL ever. I mean, he's.
I really, really like the Ravens this week. I know you said you're exactly right about the Braves keeping it close, and this would be the type of game they would keep close, but they're so injured. Yeah. The Ravens. This is a game they have to win at home. Yeah. There's no excuses. If they lose to the Browns, it'll be in Cleveland when they're healthy.
Yeah.
But I just don't see the Ravens losing in this game. Whether they cover the spread or not, Ravens are going to win.
Yeah, I agree. Would it surprise you guys to know that if you bet on the Falcons this year, even though the Falcons are 3-3, they are 6-0 against the spread. The darlings for the gambling NFL sports wagering community. Falcons getting 6.5 at Bengals. Bengals playing some close games, man, and a lot of unders for the Bengals. Anthony, what are you thinking, Falcons, Bengals? I mean, give me 6.5 for the Falcons. I don't care, man. They've been covered until they started.
The Bengals. The Saints, they took control of the Bengals last week, and that was the number one bet of across the NFL was the Bengals -2.5, including myself. But I'm riding the Falcons, but I'm also buying the 0.5 point. I mean, the Bengals have not been impressive whatsoever, whether they win by 1 or win by 4.
They should have lost that game.
They should have lost that game. I mean, we got lucky as hell. When I saw that, I was like,
yeah.
I mean, throughout the game, I was like, yeah, it was too. I mean, it was. I mean, throughout the game, I was like, yeah, I should have known percentages. Take the opposite side.
I
But I mean,
actually, I actually had
Falcons.
in my handicap, I had Jamar Chase breaking a long touchdown. That would be the difference in the game because I just was talking with one of my clients. I was like, really, the Bengals, man? I was like, look, I'm not Jamar Chase, a long touchdown that could do it, and push them over -2.5. We got the cover. We should have lost, but we got lucky. Sean, Falcons, Bengals, and you love a dog, and you got to take 6-0 against the spread.
I got the Falcons +7 already. I mean, you're gonna be 7 points with a Bengals team that can't stop anybody.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
How are they? Again, okay, it was the Saints game one. Now the Baltimore game again, 19-17. That's a division rival game. That's a huge game. It's gonna be a little better. Miami 15. I don't like the Miami offense. The Jets don't have an offense. Dallas put 20 up on them with a backup quarterback.
yeah.
So like the Falcons have put up points every single week. I mean, look at the Falcons scores. They're putting up 24, no problem. So if I know I'm going to get 24, and I got a defense that's going to give up 24, and an offense that's, I know people love the Chase Burrow combo. I don't know. You should have took a lineman to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Yeah,
I mean, you can find a wide receiver. You can't plug in Hall of Fame. The old plug and play 10-year lineman. Again, maybe because I'm a big cat and I don't like. Give me the non-sexy guy who got to get the job done, the lunch pail guy.
Falcons have been playing some tough defense too.
Falcons, I mean, they're there. What am I doing? I'm not going to not take a team getting 6.5 points versus a team that's hasn't blown anybody out who's put up points. I mean, poor offensive teams. Falcons are not a poor offensive team.
Yep,
Josh Mariota, hey, the guys look good. All right, this guy was the top draft pick. Maybe he's found his niche here. Maybe he's got a whatever the system. Oh, throw Kyle Pitts the ball more. Well, you know what? They're in every game without throwing Kyle Pitts the ball. So, I mean, whatever they're doing, they're doing. They're not too bad. Give me the Falcons.
When you look at that line, Tooch, what does that line tell you? Just look at the line. That line tells you everything. What does that line tell you?
Let's take the Falcons because the Bengals just got to win by a touchdown.
The bookmaker wants you to take the Bengals.
They want you to take the Bengals.
Look at it. -6.5. It's like waving a piece of candy in front of a kid.
Yep.
Oh, you're going to give me a touchdown from Joe Burrows? I'll take the Bengals.
I always say 6.5s, 2.5s. Yeah. Everybody's going to take. They just got to win by a field goal. They just got to win by a touchdown. No. I'll take the dog because long term, again, folks. Long term, you're not looking at one game. You take this game and multiply it by 32 games during the season. Are going to be 6.5 or 2.5s.
Yep.
And you're going to have a 18-14 record and. That might not look good, but that's money in your pocket. That's
winning.
That's a plus season or something.
Exactly.
And same with the 7.5s and 3.5s. I'm going to take that extra hook and get it. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're losing by double digits both ways. So no.
Long term, that is
long. It's the
long. Hardest thing to do.
You can't look at one at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the hardest thing to learn that and be disciplined by it, but it's the truth. Long term, the percentage is skyrocket.
People don't understand the compound. Like, you're 4 games. Well, it's 53.5%. Might not look good percent, but you know what? That's a percent better than I need to do to make money. And you keep going 3-2 every week. Well, then you got 100 plays in your pocket. You got 60% winners in your pocket, and your dollar is now $600 or whatever you're betting your increments.
Yeah, the public is all over the Giants in the next game, +3 at the Jaguars. Man, Giants surprisingly 5-1. Jacksonville has some good wins. They got some stinkers as well. They're 2-4, 2-4 against the spread. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Give me the Giants. They just seem to know how to win.
I got the Giants at 3 here, and I'm not loving it. The line has not moved, and everybody's betting the Giants. So let's be honest, Jaguars probably win this one 19-10 or something, and Giants do something stupid. Danny hasn't fumbled at all, right? Jones has been solid. But I don't know, Dabble, he's got this team playing good. So, again, 3, I'll take a shot. It's the Jaguars.
It's about time for a Giants letdown, to be honest. But
exactly.
I don't know.
I agree. I just couldn't. I'm going to take the plus points on a team which you got a solid head coach, and the team's playing well. Again, it's mentality and how teams play. The Steelers, no matter who the hell's quarterbacking, they look like crap. They're going to come out and play every week. Because that's just the way they are. St. Louis Cardinals in baseball. They're always there. It's just some teams. This guy has the team in the right mindset. They're happy. He's got the team around them. We'll see. I mean, Jaguars too. They got a new leadership. But again, I'm going to take the 3. We'll see what happens. I'm not thrilled with my pick.
What are you thinking here, Anthony?
I can care less who wins this. I got the over. Monday I locked in 42.5 over.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Play on the over. This is probably the best game of the weekend. Chiefs for 49ers just added Christian McCaffrey. Not sure how much he'll play. Probably have, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 plays. Maybe it's a goal line package play. Chiefs -1.5 on the road, Sean.
Yeah, McCaffrey, wonderful pickup for them, right? They need, get reload a little bit, get some offensive help. I get it. Again, how hard could it be to get people to? I don't understand. Like, he hasn't practiced. Okay, he got there. I saw him in the walkthroughs yesterday, Friday. How can he not play? These guys played football for their entire life since they were 8 years old. You can't come and be like, listen, we're just doing a halfback pitch. We're gonna go this way with him. Like, how? I don't understand how hard it is to get a guy in a play. But that being said, give me the Chiefs here in a rout.
I agree.
Even if the Niners have all their guys
Love
back
the
on
Chiefs.
defense, and I think the Niners, when they get their guys back, are the team. Like, I think them and probably the Eagles are the two best teams in the NFC. Right now, they don't have that offense. And let's be honest, Kansas City, I was betting Kansas City this game either way, because it would be, the line would go up, and it has. It was a pick 'em open. You saw some 2.5s and 3s out there. They get McCaffrey comes down. They were going to beat the Bills, and everybody would be like, they're the best team in the league. They're Super Bowl bound. You got to bet them here. The line would have jumped up. They lose to the Bills. Oh, my goodness, the sky's falling. I got to bet them because no way they lose 2 in a row. The good news is the 49ers countered that by bringing in an all-pro running back, albeit a guy who's hurt half the year. The guy's always hurt anyway. So he'll play 2 games to get hurt, whatever. I'm just going KC. We could get into a Shanahan rant like I always do. The guy blew a Super Bowl game against his team, up 10 in the fourth quarter. You blamed your quarterback. No, it's you terrible head coach. Kansas City knows how to play him. We know how you're going to play. Andy Reid's a better coach. I don't care what the line is. Kansas City, let's go.
-1.5. All right. I'm on the Chiefs too. Look, one thing I can say is I know the Chiefs are going to move the ball. I know they're going to score. The 49ers, I don't know. I mean, I got Garoppolo versus Mahomes. Give me Mahomes, Anthony.
Yeah, the Niners got exposed last week to the Falcons. I mean, you know how many people had the Niners last week in their survivor pool?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, my brother had the Falcons plus the points first half. They were up. I'm like, holy crap, they're winning, and they just got exposed. So damn well Andy Reid's got that already in the playbook. It's Patrick Mahomes, guys. I mean, seriously, you got a half-ass 49ers team versus Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes 10 out of 10 times.
It's the defense is bad. They're banged up.
Yeah.
Chiefs have played pretty good on defense, man. That's their run defense has been really good.
They looked good last week defensively against Buffalo. A lot better offense than this one.
Yeah.
This total, they want you to take the over, but I'm going to lean the under for sure.
They got me last week when it wasn't 50. I'm like, why is this total so low? Nobody's scoring 30 points here. You're out of your minds, people. Yeah, I took a big loss there.
They left 17. They left 17 to 21 points in the first quarter off turnovers in the red zone. First time in NFL history that both teams started the game turnover in the red zone.
Turnover in the end zone. Turnover in the end zone.
And I had the over. I was so pissed.
Yep.
We got a comment in the chat room to someone. Hey, Travis, what's happening? Last game Sunday night, and then we'll get to all the other free picks. Steelers at the Dolphins, man. I love the over in this game. I'm on it. I think the number's too low. Anthony, what do you think? Over, under?
Over first half.
Sean, any thoughts? Steelers, Dolphins?
I bet the under 45.5. I'm shocked it was 45.5 and not 40. Someone I saw on Twitter, someone was like, the Dolphins offense is one of the best of football. I'm like, I'm looking at their scores. Short of the game against Baltimore, they scored 30 points in the fourth quarter. They don't score a lot of points. They scored 20 points a game. Steelers, as bad as they are with, people can say, oh, it's Trubisky. I don't care. I don't see who's quarterback in this team. Tua is hit away. I'll have a rant in about 10 minutes on my show.
Gotcha.
I went on last night about these quarterbacks.
Good point.
They're so worried about, injuries. We got 2 guys who couldn't see straight last week. Let's go. Yeah, wonderful. Give me the under. We're going to have backup quarterbacks in here again.
I like the Dolphins to win this one, but Sean's making a good case. Sunday night.
Let's real fast.
Tua, way too high.
Tua
coming back.
He's going to be scared to get hit. He's already his accuracy. We're going to see because he's going to be rushing stuff so he doesn't get clipped back there. So I'm talking balls into the grounds.
This line wants you to take the Steelers though with that extra hook, Anthony. Right?
Yeah. That's true. So Tua is coming back on Sunday. Is
That's
that what
what
it
they're
is?
saying.
back,
That's
yep.
what they said. And I thought Trubisky was playing. Someone said no. Pickett's gotten a call. Pickett means he goes out half the game. He's back. He's cleared to play. Okay. I got the Steelers +7. Listen, people, don't buy my Sunday night game because I just gave it to you. I think the Steelers would. How are the Dolphins this offense? No way. I got two good defenses, and I got an offense that I don't know who's going to be quarterbacking. Because if I'm on defense, not that I want to hurt people, I'm looking to put this guy on his back again. I'm shocked he's even playing. I didn't think he'd suit up again this year. The guy was crippled on his side. I don't care. The guy had a seizure, whatever's wrong. You're putting him out.
See that coming.
I did not think he'd play a game this season. Forget it. I thought he'd retire. I really thought he'd be like, no way. No, he's good to go home on a plane that night. Like, I'm no doctor. I pretend I'll play a pretend doctor on Twitter like everybody else pretends to be doctors and surgeons and lawyers. But holy cow.
This is a good example of why it sucks to bet early, because I got the over 23 first half. I'm sorry, 22.5 first half, and I saw Trubisky versus Bridgewater. I was like, perfect, beautiful. There's going to be points. They can put 24 points up, 23 points.
Yep.
Now it's a whole other story. That's like, okay, well, I might have to buy out of that. So,
well, let's look at
I
some
don't
of
even know. I hate this game personally. This game.
Please, this ain't as bad as NBA. Stay away from
Steelers under 3-1-1 last 5 games. Steelers under 3-1-1. Miami under 4-1. Dolphins last 5 games on grass.
I'd rather have a Broncos primetime game than bet on this game.
All right.
We know the under is going to come in.
Let's get to a little ads here. Follow Sean at Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter. If you're not following him, you're missing out. Watch Sean on Winning Free Picks and Parlays on YouTube. And right after this show, you'll see him at Winning Free Picks in about 15 minutes, and sign up for VIP with Sean at winningfreepicks.com. Sign up for VIP with Anthony and now me at poundedsports.com. You can sign up for me. Happy to be there, my man. Yeah. Let's give away a free pick real quick. What do you say?
Let's go.
Go for it.
We had Sean's pick, Oregon, UCLA over 70, offensive explosion. I'm going with UCF Central Florida, just the better team versus East Carolina. I hate taking a road favorite, but UCF has been playing really good on defense, which is surprising. Got Plumlee at quarterback, who's also playing well. They could throw the ball. They got some great receivers. Give me UCF. Anthony, Clemson, Syracuse under 51. Defensive battle. Love it.
I locked this game in on Tuesday, and you showed 48.5 or 49. I was like, holy crap, it really went down.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the benefit of betting early.
That's the benefit of following Sean and betting early.
And you don't always win betting early. Sometimes you get good numbers. It's just you want to be long term. Again, it's not one day. If you're doing it one day, listen. Good luck. Good luck to you betting one day at a time. It's tough to do. Tough to do.
It really is.
Yep, I got a free prop play for you. Amari Cooper over 4.5 receptions, -105 at DraftKings. Most targeted wide receiver in the NFL. So 4.5
Browns
catches. Yeah,
I had that prop last week, and he dropped like 8
he didn't
of them.
get it. Yeah.
He had 4. He had 4.
Right.
He
just missed last week.
I know. I'm like, this asshole can't catch for shit.
He
had like 2 dozen targets.
Right.
Like
exactly.
4 catches.
That's gotta. We need some positive regression there. All right, folks. Sean has got to get out of here. Anthony and I got to get out of here. We'll see you next week, and head on over to YouTube to watch Winning Free Picks and get a lot of free plays over there. We'll see you guys next week. Anthony and I pound it live tomorrow.
Good luck, everybody.
And then back here at the Barroom for Fantasy Football Goon, which I'm hosting tomorrow too at 10:30 tomorrow. So
he's always hosting.
I know.
He's
the host
here and there. All right, folks.
You can host yours too, Sean.
You come on in. I'll send him a link.
I will. But next week,
Hit
I'll
that
come
like
on
button. Hit that like button.
Hit the
like button.
All right, fellas. We'll see you next week. Thanks again.
Take care.
Right. See you later.